Hello, and welcome to Free Action. I decided that I'd start this show off by talking about the first RPG I ever owned, Rune. For those of you who don't know, well, most of you probably don't know, this was made based off of an old computer and PlayStation game. It was about a Viking going to go fight Loki's armies. Fairly basic plot, throw some Vikings in there, and it's something new, I guess. But, however, what this game does that most didn't, is it emphasized competitive play. Now, this isn't like D&D or your other RPGs, where you just want to be stronger. No, no, no. The point of this game is to do better than your opponents. See, as you defeat traps and fight monsters, because really that's the only things you can do, you gain victory points, which work like XP that you can spend to get more skills or get powers. Thing is, you won't get as many of those as physically possible. Now you're probably asking, Arcacius, why the heck would you do what the heck would the GM do? That's the thing, there isn't one GM. Every player is a GM. Now, this is going to sound weird, but every session a new player runs. There's almost no overarching story whatsoever. But don't expect it, it's like whatever. It's going to happen. But here's what ends up happening. On the first day, a person runs it, and because he can't control his character and run the game at the same time, somebody else controls his character for him. The runner, the person who's literally running the session, gets more victory points and more XP for running. The character of the runner is controlled by the proxy. Now, as much as the GM's character earns, half of it is split between the runner, and half of it is split between the proxy. So, running and controlling somebody else's character get you the most victory points. You can also get deficits, where you go down victory points, which I have actually had happen. This game is completely meta. So, one of the examples are the rules for saving your character. No, I don't mean like making a save. No, I mean literally, you spend victory points, you copy your character sheet, and then when your character dies, you just grab that character sheet and play. It is literally a save file. This game is nice if you don't want to be doing the same thing you always do. But it does emphasize a lot of competitive play, so it's going to be a little odd for those who just want to work together. That being said, there's also the flip side. The runner wants to get everybody to 20 or less hit points, average is about 50. Without killing them, of course. There's also the fact that this game is a D10 system, not D20 or D6. It's a single die D10. What happens is, when you roll your die, if the first number is a 1, you re-roll the die. And whatever you roll is treated as a negative instead of a positive. So, if you roll a 1, then a 7, you've got -7. Now you may be asking, well, that means whenever you bot, you lose. No, not necessarily. If you're having high enough bonus, you can still win. Because this happens. Your opponents, everybody, whenever you roll a 0, you count that as a 10 and you re-roll. Again, you may be asking, well, what's the chance of that happening? More often than you'd think. 1 in 10. So chances of it going one way or the other is like 1 in 5. And when you're rolling like 7 different abilities per game, per round, you get a lot of botches and crits. Now, here's an interesting factoid about this. Your monsters that you fight are based off of the character's skills and their power. So the stronger your players are, means the stronger your opponents are going to be, which are where most of the damage and victory points are dealt. This game is really nice if you just want to play something meta, something unique. This was my first game, probably not the best, but I played it for quite a bit. It was funny when I was reading into the books, but, you know, whether. And thank you for watching Free Action. I'll see you guys next time.